Dear fans, friends and subscribers of Cricket Happenings, welcome to this late night cricket show. This on a Saturday on this Cricket Happening show. Well, yesterday, there was a match which I'm not going to get into any of those details, but generally, since I speak about cricket, I make it a practice to see to it that I don't leave anything really alone, I would say. And so what I'm going to, so tomorrow, yesterday, as you know, that was the second leg of the Indian Premier League 2014, where all the players were in India after completing the United Arab Emirates leg very successfully. And as far as yesterday was concerned, it was the first match, but unfortunately, rain was something which prevented the all the 20 overs to be bowled. It was played at the home ground of the current Indian captain Mahendra Singh Dhoni, who was also the Chennai Super Kings team captain, and what a proud moment for him on his home ground. Chennai Super Kings winning against Kolkata Knight Riders in a rain truncated game, in the sense there were only 17 overs possible. Well, as far as the Kolkata Knight Riders were concerned, well, they definitely had something to really cheer about, and that was Yusuf Pathan, who's always been the big fish, but unfortunately has not really showed his skills. But yesterday he definitely showed that when they were requiring a lot of runs. In fact, Yusuf Pathan went on to slam 41 runs of 20 odd deliveries, and he hit 3 sixes of the bowling of Ben Hilfenhaus, and everything were absolutely cleanly hit and well over into the stands, so that was some good stroke. So that is some good thing for the Kolkata Knight Riders. Even though Chennai Super Kings won the match, they would at least feel a bit confident now that Yusuf Pathan is hitting form at the right time for the Kolkata Knight Riders. So I'm not going to talk about that. So that was Chennai Super Kings winning that match. So but today there were two matches, and the outcomes, well, for Mumbai Indians, I would say definitely the luck has come the Mumbai Indians way. Well, they had a harrowing time in the United Arab Emirates, where they really struggled, but as soon as they touched their feet in India, they came to India. And Mumbai Indians, well, what a moment that was, because they were playing at the Wankhede Stadium here in Mumbai, their home ground, home turf, and Mumbai Indians didn't disappoint the crowd that had assembled at the Wankhede Stadium on a Saturday, and they won the match. In fact, Mumbai Indians, this is, as you know, Mumbai Indians were scoreless in the 5 matches that they played in the United Arab Emirates, and here they are. And can you believe it? That is what I say, the highs and lows of cricket. Kings 11 Punjab were the competitors. Kings 11 Punjab was clashing with Mumbai Indians, and Kings 11 Punjab, as you know, as I said, they were in red hot form. They didn't have a single defeat. They won all their matches, and here they are losing to Mumbai at the Wankhede Stadium by 5 wickets. And Mumbai Indians definitely deserved to win. They played well. Kieron Pollard once again coming to the party, as Kieron Pollard has definitely hit form at the right time now, because in the previous match he did that in United Emirates. Now he carried it forward and slammed 28 runs of just 12 balls with 2 fours and 2 sixes to take this Mumbai Indians to the very elusive victory that they were looking out for. And finally that victory came. But for Kings 11 Punjab, this was the first dent as far as their Indian Premier League 2014 was concerned, as they lost their first match by 5 wickets. So luck for the Mumbai Indians, in the sense Mumbai Indians definitely luck. They have got. The luck has really shined on them, and for the Kings 11 Punjab, they lost it. So I'll be talking about that match, and then there was one more match which was played, and this was a match which was being played between Rajasthan Royals and the Delhi Daredevils, and Delhi on their home ground at the Firozshah Kotla couldn't win the match, as Rajasthan Royals won this match comfortably by 7 wickets against the Delhi Daredevils. So I will be talking about that too. So, and Rajasthan Royals now on the points table are really forging ahead, one could say. And let's have a look at what happened between the match between Mumbai Indians and the Kings 11 Punjab. Now, the toss was actually won by the Punjab, that is Kings 11 Punjab team, and they decided to bat first. They didn't have a good beginning, as Virendra Sehwag was a bit hesitant after pushing the ball, and that hesitation proved to be his undoing, as Virendra Sehwag was caught off the crease, and Rohit Sharma, the Mumbai Indians captain, transferring his weight pretty quickly, in the sense transferring the ball from one hand to the other hand and throwing out Virendra Sehwag beautifully, and Virendra Sehwag was a goner, run out for one. So that was the first big blow for them as soon as the Kings 11 Punjab innings started, and that happened in the third over, and Virendra Sehwag had only one run to his name. But Cheteshwar Pujara at the other end was cracking fours in a very nice manner. In fact, he was cracking fours with the bowling of the new bowler who was playing for Mumbai today, Jay Bumrah, and also Zahir Khan also went for runs. But Pujara, after making 19 of just 18, dealt with 4 fours as a victim, as Anderson got him to nick one and Gautam took the catch. So that was 2 wickets gone. After that, Glenn Maxwell and Riddhiman Saha were the ones who really gave a thrust to this Kings 11 Punjab innings by putting together a very useful partnership of 79 odd runs, with Glenn Maxwell once again showing how dangerous a player he can be by playing some very good strokes, slamming 2 sixes and 5 fours in a knock of 45 of just 27 deliveries. He hit Harbhajan Singh for sixes, and that was a real sight to watch, in the sense Glenn Maxwell also hit Lasith Malinga for a 6 when he actually smote him over the deep square leg boundary. So Glenn Maxwell contribution was 45, and then Riddhiman Saha was there till the end. Even though Glenn Maxwell was a victim of Harbhajan Singh, Riddhiman Saha, the wicketkeeper, today really showed some aggressive instincts here by making a very good unbeaten 59 of just 47 balls with 4 fours and 3 sixes to take these Kings 11 Punjab score to a very, I would say, a very challenging score of 168 for 5 of their 20 overs. George Bailey contributed 15 of 14 balls with 2 fours, and David Miller made 16. Today, George Bailey coming ahead of David Miller. Probably there was a plan in that, and David Miller contributed 16. Mitchell Johnson was not out on naught. As far as the bowling figures was concerned, Zahir Khan 3.3 overs, no more than none for 28 was a bit costly. In fact, he had some injury problems too. He went away, couldn't bowl his full quota, and was completed by Kieron Pollard. Bumrah 4 overs, none for 25. Anderson bowled 2 overs, 1 for 17. Malinga was good, 4 overs, 1 for 25. 2 for 34 for Harbhajan Singh after bowling well initially, but suddenly when Riddhiman Saha and Glenn Maxwell went after him, he leaked some runs. Kieron Pollard 2.3 overs, no maiden, none for 32. Was very costly. Now let's have a look at the Mumbai Indians. For Mumbai Indians, very important match, and the main thing was that being the reigning champions of the Indian Premier League, they were scoreless in the UAE, and here they didn't have a good start once more. They lost Ben Dunk early for 5. Now Sandeep Sharma, who has been doing a great job for the Kings 11 Punjab, was the one who provided them the breakthrough. First had the wicket of Ben Dunk, who was caught by Riddhiman Saha, the wicketkeeper. Very nice catch taken by Riddhiman Saha. And then Ambati Rayudu got an in-swinger, which is the stock ball as far as Sandeep Sharma is concerned, as he picked up Ambati Rayudu, who made 8 with 2 boundaries. He was gone LBW, and the score read 23 for 2. And then Gautam, the opener, Chidambaram Gautam, was joined in by Rohit Sharma, the captain, and both of them slowly started pushing the score with some neat pushes and glides, and this went on till the score reached 70 before Gautam was a victim after contributing a very good 33, I thought, from Chidambaram Gautam, who looked good in his stroke making, was not afraid to loft the ball over the top. They made 33 runs of 29 balls with 2 fours and 2 sixes. Rohit Sharma's contribution was 39. That was a good partnership, which took the score from 23 to 70. 39 of 34 balls with 4 fours and 2 sixes. And what was good about it is that basically Mumbai, if one has seen the Mumbai innings, the Mumbai Indians have failed because there's been lack of consistency. But today both the I would say both the big bats, I would say Corey Anderson and Kieron Pollard, fired together, which was good to see. Corey Anderson in fact went after the bowling and slammed 35 of just 25 deliveries with 3 fours and 2 sixes. And then the other all-rounder, Kieron Pollard, came to the party and finally finished it off with an unbeaten 28 of just 12 balls with 2 fours and 2 sixes. He hit Sandeep Sharma for a 6. He went after he clattered Mitchell Johnson over long off for I thought it was a long on for a 6, and Aditya Thare proved to be a very able companion for Kieron Pollard, as Aditya Thare also showed some pluck in contributing an unbeaten 16 runs of 6 balls, 1 4 and 1 6, and that was it. So Mumbai were absolutely joyous, and why not? That was their first win after being the reigning champions, and it was very, very important that Mumbai Indians opened their account, and well, they did. Will this be a real tonic for them to go ahead and start getting more victories in the Indian Premier League 2014? So 170 for 5 they finished with. In the 20th over, the match was won, and well, for the Kings 11 Punjab, Sandeep Sharma 3.1 overs, no more than 229. Balaji was costly, 1 for 38. Johnson 4 overs, 1 for 37. 4 overs for 40 for Akshay Patel, who has been doing a fantastic job in this Indian Premier League, especially in the UAE. Did a wonderful job, but Akshay Patel today was not really given any room to really pitch the ball. In the sense, he was really taken apart by the Mumbai Indians batsmen. He gave away 40 runs, which was a rare commodity one could say in the Indian Premier League 2014, because I thought Akshay Patel was a very impressive bowler. Rishi Dhawan bowled 4 overs, 223, and Corey Anderson, for not only picking up 1 wicket and also contributing a very useful 35 of 25 balls with 3 fours and 2 sixes, took the Man of the Match award. So congratulations to Mumbai Indians. As I said, this is the first win, and what a relief that would be for the Mumbai Indians. So let's talk about the other match now, which was between Delhi Daredevils and Rajasthan Royals, and this was played at the Firozshah Kotla, the Delhi Daredevils' home ground, and Rajasthan Royals were the ones who won the toss, and they decided to put the home team into bat. As far as the Delhi Daredevils were concerned, Delhi Daredevils, well, they made 152 for 5 of their 20 overs. Quinton de Kock looked superb in his stroke making. There were a lot of strokes that he was playing on the leg side, and one of the strokes that really comes to mind was a ball which was actually outside the off stump from Shane Watson. Quinton de Kock took it from outside the off stump, and the ball sailed over the I thought it was over the square leg boundary for a 6. What a shot that was. So Quinton de Kock was looking very good in his neat knock of 42 of 33 balls with 5 fours and 1 6. Other than that, Murli Vijay contributed only 13 of 11 balls with 1 4. Kevin Peterson, who was probably run out before itself, but the umpire probably gave him the benefit of doubt there. Kevin Peterson, well, he contributed 14 of 15 balls with 2 fours. Tambe was the one who actually took the wicket. So Praveen Tambe once again coming into the equation, as usual, continuing his good work that he did in the first leg in the United Arab Emirates. Karthik contributed 12, which he has been really struggling there for form. Dubini came in and contributed a very good 39 of 31 balls with 4 fours, and Kedar Jadhav used the long handle to good effect, contributing 28 of 14 balls with 2 fours and 2 sixes, and that took the Delhi Daredevils score on to 152 for 5. Looking at the bowling card, as far as the Rajasthan Royals bowlers are concerned, Stuart Binney bowling 1 over for 9 runs, Kane Richardson 4 overs 1 for 39, Kulkarni bowled 3 overs for 18. It was a bit surprised that Dhaval Kulkarni didn't come on to bowl this full quota. Shane Watson bowled 1 over for 11. Faulkner 2 for 26 was good, absolutely on the money. Praveen Tambe was very impressive with his bowling, had 2 for 25 of his full quota, 3 overs for 25 for Rajat Bhatia. Now looking at the Rajasthan 152, the openers, especially Ajinkya Rahane, was dismissed cheaply for 12 of 10 balls, 2 fours. But today, the hero for Rajasthan Royals was someone who one would have not expected, and he was the player who actually plays for Karnataka. But here his name is. He didn't have a good time in the Indian Premier League 2014 in the United Arab Emirates. But KK Nair comes in, and here he is taking the Man of the Match award, making 73 runs of just 50 deliveries, an unbeaten 73 at that, of 50 deliveries with 8 fours and 2 sixes. And his knock was something which was a very measured knock, one could say, because what he did is he bided his time. He didn't try to do anything silly, in the sense he saw that the wickets were going and he decided to play second fiddle when Sanju Samson was around. Sanju Samson played some attractive strokes in his knock of 34 of 28 balls with 2 fours and 2 sixes, being a victim of bowling of Shahbaz Nadeem when he tried to loft Shahbaz Nadeem and missed the line, and Karthik behind the stumps did the rest. So he was gone. But KK Nair, what was important was that he decided to go in a sedate fashion, but his second half of the innings was something which was really sparkling, because he was getting the boundaries out, he was hitting sixes, and that was really good to see. He went after the bowlers and hit him for sixes and fours, and as I said, if you look at his knock, he had an unbeaten 73 of just 50 deliveries, 8 fours and 2 sixes. Rajat Bhatia today surprisingly was promoted to the batting order ahead of Shane Watson and Stuart Binney, and well, he did a good job. He just stayed there, he hit 1-6, he played a lot of cross-batted strokes, didn't really matter, as Bhatia lost his stumps to Mohammad Shami for 13 balls. And finally Shane Watson was there, as Nair had really started getting the runs for Rajasthan Royals, and Shane Watson came in and hit 16 runs of just 10 deliveries with two sixes to finish off the match, and that was it, and Rajasthan Royals winning the match by 7 wickets. Looking at the bowling card as far as the Delhi Daredevils were concerned, Shahbaz Nadeem 4 overs 1 for 30. Mohammad Shami, after a long time, one could say, he had a dismal tour of the United Arab Emirates in the first leg, but here he is, Mohammad Shami, really hitting his straps as he bowled 4 overs for 22 runs with 1 wicket to his name. Wayne Parnell bowled 4 overs 1 for 34. Unapkat went for runs. He went for 36 runs of his 21 balls that he bowled. Rohit Sharma bowled 3 overs, but he was also costly, giving away 32 runs. Not Rohit Sharma, I thought it was the other Sharma. It was R. Sharma who actually bowled, and he gave away runs aplenty, 3 overs for 32. And the man of the match went to, as I said, KK Nair from the Rajasthan Royals, who won the match for the Rajasthan Royals. He played a very good hand. I thought it was a very measured innings, it was a nice approach, initially biding his time, but finally when it came to the crunch, really opened out beautifully. So that sums up my cricket happening show for today. So these are 2 matches that were there, and Rajasthan Royals actually, as I said, having a comfortable win by 7 wickets. Well, dear fans and subscribers, there's nothing to really talk about other than this. As you know, it's a late night cricket happening show on a Saturday, as you all know. Yes, that really brings this cricket happenings to an end, this on a Saturday. Thanks for your continuous encouragement to the cricket happening show, and also patiently waiting for the cricket happening show this on a Saturday. As you know, it's always a late night cricket happening show on a Saturday. Thanks for your company once again, and dear fans, friends and subscribers of Cricket Happenings, it's good night from here. Thank you.